Seems like you guys kind of leaned into things a little bit, skated lots, put in some work. Just what was your thought process there to be staying on the ice and to keep working?
Yeah, I don't think we've come out of the break feeling our best as a group as a whole. So I thought it was good that we got a good practice in the other day after the game. A little bit more work in yesterday and a good morning skate today. Everyone should be feeling good.
Right side, front row.
Leon, I just want to ask you, you guys made some tweaks to the lineup today, but Game 4 has traditionally been a really good game for this hockey club. I guess, what is it about being able to kind of bounce back from a tough performance to put in a good one the next one?
Yeah, I think we pride ourselves in obviously coming up with an answer after a not so great showing. So, yeah, I think we're all looking forward to tonight. You know, we're a team that responds really well after I guess not so great games. So, yeah, we're looking to do that again tonight.
Left side, fifth row.
It's for either of you guys. What, if anything, do you learn when you have a lopsided loss like that you could take into tonight's game and sort of say, we've hit the reset button? Is there anything specific?
I would say this group does a good job of learning from the early couple of games in a series as a whole, not necessarily, you know, a lopsided loss like that. But yeah, you always learn from your disappointments. Learned a lot the other night, and hopefully some things that we can implement tonight that will give us a better result.
Leon, anything to add there?
No.
Right side, front row.
Connor looks like Connor Brown goes up on your top line. What does he add to the group of you and Ryan?
Yeah, a guy that's playing really well. You know, skates well. Good with the puck. You know, confident guy that can kind of play up and down your lineup. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Stay in the same row.
Leon, you guys have faced some pretty important games now as a group over the last 2-3 years. Certainly 4 in a row of them last year at this Cup final where it was do or die. How does all of that body of work make you better, maybe more calm, playing a game like tonight?
Yeah, again, it's all experience, right? Like you go through this run last year where we were under pressure for a lot of games, even in the Vancouver series, you go back to that, right? And you just get comfortable in those situations knowing that you play one good game, you find a way to get a win on the road, and you go home and the series is tied. Like that's really all it is. And we know it's going to be hard. You know, they got the same plan over there, but I think with experience, you just learn that in these moments, all you need is one game right now.
Any more? Thanks. Oh, we'll go one more right side, second row.
Leon, can you maybe just talk about the need in these moments to kind of, you know, keep level-headed, even after a tough loss like that, to just sort of have that right mindset from, you know, when that game ends to you're ready to go again?
I mean, sometimes those games where you just get waxed a little bit, they're almost easier to get out of, right? Because we didn't play our best. They played their best. We weren't even close to bringing our best. So, you know, you park that, you move on. Obviously, you think about it, but yeah, today's a great chance for us to tie the series.
How do you feel about that?
Excited, obviously. First game for me in the finals, and big opportunity for our group, so excited to try to add to it.
The Panthers' pressure on the defense has been a big part of that win last game. How you tackle that? How do you try to overcome that?
I think just quick puck movement, getting back to pucks quick. Just trying to beat their forecheck, not letting them establish their forecheck. It's obviously a strength of theirs and something that we got to make an adjustment to find success.
So the coach is trying to, change some things because it stopped going your team's way. You become a bit of a solution to come in and give them a boost and give them a different look and stuff. What do you think that responsibility entails? How do you feel about being that guy?
I mean, you've seen it. I've done it all year, so obviously everything's a little bit magnified, but at the end of the day, it's just another game. So I know what makes me a successful player. I know what adds to our group, and now it's my responsibility to go out there and do that. And you've been at the rink every day. I play a pretty simple game. It's advancing pucks, compete as hard as I can, and try to add energy to our group that way. So that's what I'll look to do tonight.
What have you made well since the beginning? So you think the coach trusts you tonight for that game?
I just think I play a simple and steady game. I don't do anything great. I don't make a lot of mistakes. Obviously, there's times I'm gonna, but I feel like they know what to expect out of me every night. And yeah, more than anything, I've just embraced my role as an individual player, trying to add to this team. So, do I want to play every night? Of course, but it's not my decision. And got to be the best teammate you can be, and that's coming to the rink and working as hard as you can and being prepared for when your number does get called. So. I think the coaches understand that I work hard and that I'll be ready.
Troy, you've had a different vantage point for these first couple of games and last year too. So in what way can that be a benefit to you, having watched it and from a different point of view?
I've had a lot of time to watch from above like a lot of fans do, and it looks pretty easy, but I don't know. It's just what you see up top and what you see on the ice are completely different, but I do think there's maybe a little bit more time and space. I know their forecheck is a strength of theirs, and they play physical, but the longer you hang on to pucks, obviously the more problems you're going to run into. But I do think there's time and place to make a play. But at the end of the day, you got to live to fight another day sometimes. And I know it's cliche, but glass is your friend. And I think we have a lot of speed where our forwards can hunt down those pucks.
And how do you feel like your strengths can counter what the Panthers do well?
I think I have good feet, and I make a good first pass, and I compete really hard. So more than anything, it's just getting back to pucks and trying to advance them into the hands of our forwards and let our skill guys do their thing. So for me, it's a pretty simple recipe. You just got to go out there and execute.
Troy, what is it about the pairing of you and Darnell Nurse that seems to bring out the best out of each other? How do you guys complement each other?
I don't know. I've been asked that a couple times this year, but we just play well together. I know for me, I find some similarities between Doc and some past partners I've had in Mark Stahl and Alex Edler. So a little bit of familiarity that way for me in playing style. For Doc, I don't know. You'd have to ask him what he sees in me. But yeah, we've had some success together this year. More than anything, I just think we read off each other well. He's going to go, I'll stay back. He understands when I'm going to work hard in the corners, and he can kind of box out net front. So two very different style of players that I think mesh well together. Just win. Like it's pretty simple. Obviously, you drop this one, you're in a really tough spot. You got to dig yourself out of a hole, and if you win tonight, you get home ice advantage again. So this is the biggest game of the series, and it seems that way every single time the next game comes up. That's the biggest one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel good.
Do you the fact that you skated today tell us you're feeling better than you felt a few days ago?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I was still feeling all right then, but I feel good right now. So yeah.
How about the power play? You guys, you normally don't go very long before you kind of get things sorted out and such. What were you seeing in that game? And I'm not going to ask you what you're going to do, but how confident are you you'll get on the right side of it here?
Yeah, I think our first power play we had lots of looks, and obviously just couldn't get one by him, but. We were moving it around well, ourselves moving around well too, and yeah, lots of looks, a lot of crispiness out there. But then we obviously found one with Pears, makes a really nice play. But they have a good kill, an aggressive kill, and obviously Bob back there, he makes some big saves. So we got to find a way to break him down, and we're definitely going to have that mindset.
What's
Florida doing that's making it, Brian, sorry, what's Florida doing that's making it so difficult to come out of your zone and actually get your transition?
Well, I mean, they're definitely, they play aggressive. They're on top of you quickly. So, I mean, we've obviously talked about that, and we're going to try to address it. And, I mean, the biggest thing for us is playing fast, and I think staying connected. And we got away from that a little bit last game. And obviously, when you take a bunch of penalties early and you're kind of chasing the game pretty much from the get-go, it's tough. So tonight we got to come out with a bit of a better mindset and just use our speed and keep things simple, and that's usually when we have success.
Ryan, because you guys are on the road and what happened last game, they scored a goal a minute in, is getting off to a good start even more important tonight?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Good starts are always important against a team like this where it's tough to climb back in, even more important. So we know that they have that mindset, but we're going to want a good start tonight. And like I said before, just kind of simplify things and use our speed and stay connected.
So you guys beat Dallas. I think they led that series for like 14 minutes. In this series so far, you led it for 26. They led it for 100 more than that. Does it become a chasing the game thing? Can you survive playing the hockey when you're never leading?
I mean, I think that's kind of been one of our strong suits this whole season is being able to fight back into games, even back in the series like we saw in the first round. But obviously, it's never the easy way to do it. You want to. It's more comfortable to have the lead and play from there. But I think one of our strongest parts of our game is not quitting on each other and being able to find ways to come back in games.
Stecher said the other day that Leon addressed the group after the loss the other night. Can you just maybe share the tone with us, or just a bit of a sense for what the message from a leader like that was?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously just it's about staying positive right now. It's we're in the Stanley Cup Finals, playing against a really good hockey team, and you got to win 4 before they do. That's the end goal, and that's kind of the mindset that we need to have, and believe that we're a really good team and we can get the job done.
You feel like this team has been through some of the ups and downs that kind of give you those lessons about how to stay off the roller coaster, even after a game like that?
Yeah, for sure. It's not always easy, but like you said, we've definitely gone through a lot of adversity, and this year, last year, I mean, a lot of experience to be able to handle situations like this.
What is it about Game 4? Is that coincidence?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I've been getting a lot of texts about that, and I've always been being like, I'm not too sure what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I didn't fully know the numbers, but I think for myself personally, I just think as series go on, I get better and better. Yeah, kind of, just as series go on, I just feel like I start to get a little bit more of a rhythm, and hopefully that continues.
Did you just get to know the shooters a little better, or their tendencies a little better? Or?
I'm not too sure if it's that. I'm not honestly. I don't think it's like a. It seems like it's a thing.
Yeah.
But like I don't feel that. I'm just doing my best every night, whether it's game 1, game 4, game 7. I'm just trying to do my best to give my team a chance to win.
Sorry to interrupt. You talked the other night about Leon addressing the group a little bit after the game. Can you just give us a sense of what his tone was, or what the kind of the point and the message was?
Yeah, I mean the tone was, there's no stress in it. It was pretty relaxed, but it was just more so of a message of, hey guys, like we know what we need to do. We just need to get back to playing our game. I think that's been the message for the past few days. I think it's awesome the way that we fought the last game. Awesome that we didn't just give up and just hand it to them. And I think that we got to just continue to get back to our game, get back to our structure.
I don't know if you noticed this as a teammate or not, but when I think they've skated all 3 days, right? They're sort of deciding to lean into it and put in the work. Is that, do you notice that when your leaders do that, and if other guys are doing that?
Absolutely. It's not easy doing that, especially when you get some options, and it's easy to take the day off. And for our guys to lead the way and to say, hey, we're right at the finish line. I know we're all tired and exhausted, but it's time to go even harder. That's the message that they've been giving us, and we're not going to take that lightly.
Stecher coming in, what does he bring to that defensive court?
Yeah, I mean, the guy just battles. He does everything he possibly can to give us a chance to win. He's a guy. He's just such a team guy. Like he'll literally do anything. So whatever situation that he gets put in, whether it's the PK, he hasn't played for a few games, and he's totally fine with that. He's just like, yeah, I'm ready when you guys put me back in, and that's the type of guy Stecher is. So I got nothing but confidence in him.
So in talking about what it takes to get back to you guys' game, what's at the forefront? What do you guys need to see from yourselves in game 4?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'd like to give you everything, but I think we got to keep a little bit of it to ourselves. Sorry, Tony.
No, you're welcome.
So did you know right away that you would be the starter, or you thought about maybe the fact that Calvin would start that game tonight?
Tonight, yeah, I felt like I was going to be in. Yeah, I don't really see too much reason to panic quite yet. I think it's a good opportunity for me to come back. I know, like, we lost 2 in a row, and I'm good in these situations. I know how to bounce back. I know how to play well. So it's just getting back to that.
So your team, this is a sort of season-defining game, big game tonight. Do you feel like all the stuff your team's been through for the last 2-3 years even sets you up to succeed in a situation like this one?
Absolutely. It goes back to even my first year. I felt like games have, ever since I got in anyways, we've gotten a lot more comfortable in in places that we're in now, in places of, when you're down and against the wall. I feel like that's when we play our best hockey. So yeah, absolutely. I think the experience that we've been able to have has given us fate's given us another opportunity here.
And for you personally, is there something about, picking yourself up and dusting yourself off that seems to give you even more motivation?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not easy getting hit down, getting hit to the ground and getting back up. Sometimes it's easier. Some days are harder. But again, talk about a defining moment and all that stuff. I mean, it's 2-1. You got to win 4 games to win a series, right? So I think in the situation that we're in, we're just going to do our best to battle back and get back into the series here. But again, it's never over till it's over.
Did you go pretty hard this morning, Steve? You got a good...
Oh, man, I mean, it's just the Florida humidity.
You didn't come straight from wind sprints or anything?
Yeah, I showered and I was feeling pretty good. Then I walked in here and it's just, I'm leaking. This is insane.
Barely noticeable.
Yeah, is it? Get me out of here.
And just your thought on obviously a big game for your group.
Yeah, it's obviously a big game. Felt that we have a lot of good players that have been in and out of the lineup. And some players haven't seen any game action so far in this series. And we felt that we could use a change, have those guys come in and give us a boost. We've seen it throughout the playoffs where we've made alterations to our lineup and it's benefited us. And it's been difficult to take those guys out because not that they've been playing poorly, it's just we feel that we've got something with guys who have been out, so we're making some adjustments.
Right side, second row.
Chris, can you, when you see McDavid and Draisaitl basically 3 days in a row here on the ice, you had other guys that did that as well, just what message does that send you about kind of the players understanding what they need and how to prepare themselves? Because sometimes it's about rest at this point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yesterday was a day off. Some guys wanted to get on and just work on some things, and they were on the ice for a few minutes and felt that they didn't want the downtime. And every player's different. Everyone wants to prepare a little bit, whether it's touching the ice, time off. At this point of the season, we're not on the ice to practice things. It's more of a formality. It's just getting some puck touches, moving your feet a little bit. And everyone it's more of a psychological thing. And they feel that if they're on the ice a little bit more, a little bit less, that puts them in a better position to play at their best. That this time, as a coach, you just trust that their instincts are right.
Left side, second row.
Hey there, Chris. What went into the decision to start Stu in Game 4, and was his previous success in the 4th game of series part of that thinking for you?
Since I've been here, I've been really impressed with how Stu has handled a lot of things. One being adversity, whether that's in the regular season, playoffs, things haven't always gone smoothly, but he's been able to work it out and respond nicely. Another one is just how well he's played in the second half of series. That goes through every single series last year, this year. And there's confidence on here's a guy that's going to just continue to get better as this series goes on. And hopefully we've got a few more games that he can stand up and play really well.
Right side, fourth row.
Chris, what is it about Troy Stecher that fits well with this team, and what about the combination of he and Darnell Nurse do you particularly like?
I think Troy's he's a competitor. He's little, he's undersized. He's probably been told many times he's not going to be like in the NHL, and if he does make it, he's not going to make an impact. And he just, that feistiness, that determination has been able to stick around and have a pretty good NHL career. This year we've been very impressed with him coming in, out of the lineup, and anytime he's come in, some guys need to build their game, and they got to play a stretch of games to really find their best. Troy's hadn't always had the luxury of being able to do that. He's always had to find his best immediately, because if he's not at his best, he might not be playing again. And that mentality has helped him quite a bit, and we've benefited from it because with our defense that we've had, we've got a lot of guys. We've moved guys around a little bit in and out of the lineup, and Troy has always given us a good performance. I think he's a smart, and I talked about, he is a smart player. One, he's a competitor. Him and Darnell have hit it off really well this year, whether it's regular season, playoffs. And I can't really put my finger on exactly why, but the tandem of those two have been really good. Tonight, hopefully we get another good performance between those two because we're going to need it.
Left side, fourth row.
Hey, Chris. Sir, just to confirm the changes, Troy Stecher is in for John Klingberg, and is Jeff Skinner in for Victor Arvidsson?
Yes.
And then second question, the Panthers have been so good at holding leads in the playoffs. Does that make it even more important for you guys to get off to a good start tonight?
I think having getting the first goal, the lead, so much easier to play with. The other team has to open it up. They got to take some chances, and then that's usually when you create a little bit more, is then the other team's making chances. But I think our focus this series, every series, has been to get a good start, get the first goal, play with the lead. It's been so much easier when that has happened. You can only pull off so many heroics in a third period down multiple goals, and our guys have been tremendous at doing that. But it'd be nice that our work would be a little less, and being able to play with the lead more often.
One more, left side, front row.
Yeah, Chris, I know it's been a strong philosophy of your coaching staff to hold on to pucks and make plays and not just rim the puck off the glass when you have time. But this Panthers forecheck's obviously a different animal as well. Like, what's been your communication in terms of finding that fine line between still making plays but also being safe?
Yeah, it's a group mentality. It's not just on the defense, it's just not on the forwards. And as a coach, you can't script exactly how that play is going to be, because every time you've got a little more time as a defenseman with the puck where you can skate it or you don't. Their F2's taking the wall away because maybe that player's a little more physical or a little bit slower or whatever. Every situation's different. So, I think we just, and we're not going to be 100% on any breakouts through any game. It's just if we can just increase our percentages a little bit better, have a little bit higher success rate. There's little tendencies that we can do, but I think everyone can just step it up and be a little bit better.